Okay, beautiful people, especially these goddesses, this is one for you. I've been doing some research and observing and helping out a few friends and clients with this one. Cacao. Yes, beautiful chocolates. We love it, don't we? Absolutely, so much I have it a number of times a day usually. And I try to put it in everything. So, there's a lot of guilt and shame attached to this stuff. What's the real reasoning behind that? How can we accept that? How can we get a handle on it and, help ourselves? So, beautiful raw cacao without processing and without sugar is what I'm talking about. I don't mean Cadbury's chocolate and the garbage laden, sugar laden stuff you get in the supermarket. I'm talking about, beautiful, say, Loving Earth cacao, raw cacao, made without sugar and with care and love by people who know. What is it? Cacao, and I'm not talking about cocoa, it's cacao, and ideally raw. Have you noticed when you cut it open, even when you just look at it, it looks like the hemisphere of a brain, one of the hemispheres. So, Mother Nature telling us with the doctrine of signatures that cacao is beautiful for our brain. Love that, especially when we're ascending. It's got lots, it's a massively, highly potent antioxidant, which we really need for our spiritual path and our energetic flow, and of course for bone density, because that means higher energetic conductivity, doesn't it? Simple, right? So it's massively high in resveratrol, as many other beautiful nutrients. But what does resveratrol and being a potent antioxidant do? It protects your nervous system, which is in particular the vagus nerve, the one that goes from pituitary gland down to coccyx. The one that runs along the spine and is essentially incredibly important for our emotional and spiritual health and our thought processes, that's for sure, because if it's cut off at one point, then the messages are not getting back to us to fix this particular part. So it actually crosses the blood-brain barrier and protects the nervous system. So it's one of the best things we could possibly have in our nutrition strategy for ascension. But the thing is, you'll notice that a lot of goddesses, usually guys don't do it too much, but a lot of goddesses, because they're feeling their body so much more than we generally do, until we expand, then they attach the guilt and shame to it. Because remember, that's just a story or an emotion that it's there and we feel it, but we can easily get rid of it. And why is that? Let's have a look. Because guilt and shame are low vibrational emotions. They're the lowest on the scale at 20 and 30. And so and of course they're attached to heavy metals in the body. And that's why the antioxidant that is so potent will take care of that heavy metals for you. It will just show you what's actually there. So we have a lot of pleasure centers both in our gut but in particular in our yoni and our sexual organs and area. That has a lot of nervous system, vagus nerve receptor centers. So that gets sent a message up to the brain, hang on, I don't feel good. We got lots of guilt and shame story projected onto the cacao or the chocolate, but let's go for cacao because it's much, much better. So essentially, a lot of people will project that as a negative thing. I don't think so. I think it's a beautiful thing, because what it's really doing is protecting your nervous system, crossing the blood-brain barrier, showing you that there's some heavy metal toxicity and some attached story of guilt and shame to that. It's actually helping you get rid of it and to process it and get it out, get it done, that level. Much nicer spin on things, because that's what the job that it does in the body. And Mother Nature is always there to help and support us. Kundalini Shakti, Mother Nature, she's always there helping and supporting us. It's just the individual's perception and their story based on the past that has been adjusted through their own nervous system to judge and to say that food or that Mother Nature wasn't helping me. Like, if you go into the Ayurvedic theory and all the different spiritual concepts, it all says similar things. So how about we move our perception, love our beautiful raw cacao that hasn't been refined and without sugar, because it is absolutely amazing. I love it. Everybody in Natural Health and all my friends just absolutely adore it, because they don't attach a story. It's just showing you the guilt and shame that's there. How can we get rid of that? Well, sweating is huge. Get more cacao in there, get more antioxidant abundance, because that is the absolute key to spiritual ascension and natural health, antioxidant abundance, along with an equivalent mineral ratio to get the maximum conductivity for bone density and repairing everything that beautiful minerals do over 300-400 functions. So how about we get rid of the guilt and shame story? It's just showing us what's there, and how about we can fix it and love our beautiful cacao, because it's amazing. It's been used for centuries in South America, everywhere around the world. Let's get into it. Yeah, with pleasure.